Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. It's kind of hard to get back to filming and to my normal cheery self without feeling like I'm being rude because of Mel's passing. But just know that every time I turn on this camera, she is the first person I am going to think of. Just FYI. Okay, so as you can tell by the title of the video, I picked up the new Dior items that they went ahead and released and didn't even let us know. I didn't know because I didn't get an email or anything from Dior since I have ordered from the website before. I only knew because of the makeup pages that I follow. So they added 2 new palettes to the Dior Backstage eye palettes, and they also added a new limited edition blush. If you would like to see what I think about these 2 new items, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so like I mentioned in my intro, Dior released a couple of new items that they decided to not let anybody know about. The only reason I knew is because of the makeup pages that I follow. They added 2 new colorways to the Dior Backstage eye palette collection. They added 005, which is plum neutrals, and they also added 006, which is bronze neutrals, and that is the one that I decided to pick up. On the back, it tells you all of the shades and the finishes, and it looks like there is 1 matte, 1 metallic, and the rest is shimmers plus primer, so that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. This has a 6-month shelf life and it was made in France, and this will also cost you $49. Here is what the palette looks like. And here are the shades. So yes, neutral shades, and you can pretty much use this every day. This palette just called out to me a little bit more than the plum one. It just did. I definitely feel like you get your values worth more with these palettes than you do with a quint, because I believe the quint is $65 and you only get 5 shades. So yeah, we are going to play with that today. All right, and the other item that they came out with is a new limited edition shade for their blushes, and this is in 361 Millefiori. I believe that is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Here is a unicarton. This has a 12-month shelf life and it is made in France. This blush will run you for $46, which yes, that's very expensive for a blush. There is no denying that. It does come in the little velvet pouch. This is what the packaging looks like. And here she is. As you can tell, it's like a rosy pink. But the other Dior shade that I have, which is so old, is more of a peachy pink. So that is why I decided to pick up this blush and test it out. Plus, I love these kinds of shades, and can you see that embossment? It is so pretty. I cannot wait to put this on my cheeks. Okay, let's get started with the eye look. Then we'll do the blush and we'll talk. All right, guys, now that I got you nice and close, I didn't use the primer. Honestly, I forgot. I do have my MAC paint pot, so yeah. Okay, let's go into this shade right here, and I'm going to use it as my transition shade. I know they're calling it a shimmery shade, but I only have 1 matte in this palette, and it's a very dark shade. I don't want to use that as my transition shade. So let's see how this goes. This is a Sephora Soft Blend 2.0, so it's a very fluffy brush. Okay, and you can definitely see that, and it's blending pretty well on my crease. It doesn't look too shimmery, which is nice. Okay, and here is that shade. It is a beautiful cool tone shade, and as you can tell, you can't really see too much shimmer, which is nice. You can definitely use some of these shimmer shades as if they were matte shades. That is the beauty about some of these luxury brands. They tend to cater mostly, well, not mostly, but they tend to cater to mature skin, and you can use the shimmers that they have because of the formula on your crease, and it won't look bad at all. Why don't we go in next to this shade right here, which is dark red. I didn't even tell you what the other shade was. This was warm copper, and this is dark red. And I'm going to focus this on my outer corner and the crease. This is a Sigma E38. It definitely looks darker in the pan than it is showing up on the eyelid. What do you guys think? Which is kind of what I felt was happening with the quint that I reviewed from the Birds of a Feather. Not sure if I'm okay with that, but it's a pretty shade. Okay, that is what we're looking like. Yeah, this shade looks so much darker on the pan than it looks on my eye, right? I'm not imagining things. Okay, now I'm going to dip into the only matte, which is like a very dark chocolate brown black, it looks like. They call it smoky black. Oh, and I guess it is a black. I am using a Sigma E42, and I'm going to use this to deepen up that outer corner. Okay, so this one is definitely pigmented, unlike that red shade I used. I wish they were all like this, because then I wouldn't feel like I really have to dig into the palette. I would probably dip back into that burgundy shade. Okay, but it did deepen up the outer corner quite a bit. Okay, this is what we have. Now I'm debating on which one to go in with. I'm going to go in with this one right here, and that is bronze. Yeah, let's go in with that one and see how it looks. I'm using a Sigma E54 flat shader brush. Hopefully it works well with a brush. If not, then I'll use my finger. But let's try with a brush first. I'm going to use this on my lid. And I'm actually going to dip my finger into the middle metallic shade, which is called Gold, but I'm just lightly going to tap it because it says it's a metallic, so we'll see. We'll see how metallic it is. And I'm going to tap this on top of that bronze shade. See if it shifts the color just a tiny bit. Okay, so I did it a little bit. Okay, let me go ahead and finish the other eye look, and we'll come back. I'll show you swatches of the whole palette. All right, guys, here is the final look. I put on some lashes, and I went in with the bright lashes. The style is Gemini. You can't even see it, and I try to focus it because it's reflective. It doesn't want to focus. I used a nude color pop for the waterline, and I used my Jumbo NYX dark brown eyeliner to tightline, and then with a flat little brush I created a small little wing. I think they're pretty close. One is pointing a little bit higher than the other one, but this is as close as I could get them. I don't have a shade in here that I want to use as my inner corner highlight, so we are going to go into my Luminizer by Dior. This is in 01 Nude Glow. This is what I'll also be putting on my face as my highlighter. So this is going to go in the inner corner. I love this highlighter, by the way. It is one of my favorites. You can see because I've used it quite a bit. Okay, let me zoom out so I can show you the swatches of the eyeshadow palette. Okay, here are the swatches. At the very top is the primer. I wanted to swatch it just to see how it felt It does feel a tiny bit greasy, so I don't know if I'll be using it. All right, this is the next shade, which is a shimmer, and this is called Warm Copper. This one here, which you can barely see, it's also a shimmer and it's called Beige. And the one right after it is actually very close in shade with it. This one is called Warm Light Gold, and these two have very tiny micro flecks of glitter. So I definitely feel if you want your eyes to really pop, those would be the shades to use on your lid just because of that micro glitter. I bet you they are beautiful, and I can't believe I didn't use them today. This one is the metallic, which is gold. This one is bronze, the one that I used. This one is a shimmer. Oh yeah, this one's a shimmer too. This one is a shimmer and it's dark red, which I don't think it looks dark red to me. The one at the bottom is a shimmer, and that one is dark burgundy, which definitely looks like a brown that has purple in it. And the very last shade is the only matte, and that is the smoky black. So here they are. Very beautiful, beautiful palette. I'm happy with the colors in here. I definitely do really love the eye look that I created. Okay, and now we are going to dip into the blush. Here she is one more time. So pretty. Like I said, shade 361 Millefiori. I think that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, let me know. And this is a Sigma F50. It's kind of picking up. Let me swatch it real quick. Okay, so it does have a little bit of tiny, yeah, it does have a little bit of sheen in there if you could see it. So let's go in. Okay, now you can see it. Oh, that's pretty. It's a beautiful shade. It does have sheen in there, so if you don't like sheen, you're not going to like this blush. Can you see that? It's pretty glowy, but it's a beautiful color. I don't feel like it looks rosy pink on the cheek. I feel like it looks like a true pink, well, at least on my cheek and my skin tone, but it's a beautiful color. Can you see the sheen in there? All right, guys, I am back and face is all nice and done. I will go ahead and link everything that I have on my face down below. In case you ever curious, just look at the description box and you will more than likely find your answer on there. And if you don't, just leave a comment. I think I'm pretty good at responding at every question that I do get, hopefully in a timely manner. Sometimes I don't get notifications for my comments like until a week later. So if it takes me a while, I'm sorry. It's because I don't get my notifications right away sometimes. Okay, so this eyeshadow palette, what do I think and would I recommend it? I think it is a very beautiful eyeshadow palette, and the fact that it is $49 and you get 9 shades is actually pretty awesome, because with the quint is $65 and you only get 5 shades. Now I haven't done the comparison as far as like size of the pans in the palette, but you do get more shades with this one, which is actually really nice, especially for the price, and it's less than $50, which is nice because it is Dior. So Dior, for me personally, falls in the same category that Charlotte Tilbury and Chanel do, where they cater to mature skin. Their formulas are meant to not enhance any fine lines, any folds or wrinkles, you know, all that good stuff that comes with mature skin. I have a lot of what I just mentioned. It's not like super innovative formulas like Pat McGrath, where, you know, some of the formulas literally make you go wow and your jaw drops when you apply it. But that doesn't mean that these eyeshadows aren't beautiful. They are very beautiful and look so nice and timeless on any eye that you can think of. if you are not looking for an eyeshadow palette that is going to knock your socks off, then I think you would really enjoy a Dior eyeshadow palette, and definitely this Dior Backstage eye palette. It's just a great price for the amount of shadows that you get compared to the quints that Dior does have. So as of right now, because of the experience that I've had with this eyeshadow palette and the quint from the Birds of a Feather review that I did, which I'll link down below, that experience wasn't so great and it kind of turned me off a little bit for the quints. But that doesn't mean I don't want to try any more of the quint palettes. I'm just waiting for maybe a new release or something. But I definitely do recommend this eyeshadow palette if you like neutrals and if you are someone that needs a black in your eyeshadow palette. I definitely think that you would get a lot of use out of this, and I also feel like this could be a beautiful everyday eyeshadow palette. Okay, now the blush. Out of the two, the blush is the one that I dislike the least. I mean, I honestly feel like I look a little bit like Tin Man. And you can see the reflection on here. I'm a little disappointed. I honestly thought I was going to love this blush. It is so pretty. Like, the shade itself looks beautiful in the pan, but it's just too shimmery for me. So I think when I pick this up, it'll probably be like maybe a topper. I don't know. Maybe I am filming later on in the day. It's like almost 8 o'clock at night. So I am using my lights. Maybe in the daylight it will look better. But as of right now, I am just not enjoying the way my cheeks are looking. So for the blush, because of my preference, I would not recommend it. So if you don't like this type of sheen on your cheek, then I don't think you'll like this new blush. It's a limited edition shade, so once it's sold out, it's sold out. All right, guys, I think that pretty much concludes this video. These have been sitting on my vanity for about a week, maybe a week and a half. And I'm just now getting around to reviewing both of these items. So yeah, sorry. I don't know how many other reviews there is out there. I did try looking and I think I only saw a couple. Maybe because people didn't know that it was released. I don't know, or they just weren't interested in it. Well, okay, that's it. That is everything. Okay, guys. Well, I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. I am on the journey of hopefully reaching 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021, and you can help me out by clicking the subscribe button. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one. Bye.